Alright, so let's investigate this pool and see what else we've got down here. It looks like there's some flotation devices there. Right? What is this here? Oh, wait a minute. What was that up there? Was there an item I missed? Oh, shit. There might be an item floating up there that I missed. Really? All the fucking way up there? I wonder what it is, because I don't know if I can even go all the way back up there at this point. Well, crap. That kind of sucks. I'm going to assume that's just going to get me back up if I climb out. Is there anything else down here in this pool? Honestly, nothing that I can really see. This looks like a bunch of garbage, right? So, okay. And Shane, I'm glad to hear that you like the game. I like this game a lot so far. Something different. It's definitely a different kind of vibe from a lot of the stuff I've been playing recently, and that's a good thing. Alright, what do we got here? We've got, appears to be a push cart. Anything in here? Can I go up here? What was the point of doing this? I don't know if there was a point to doing that. I'm very confused. I pushed it, but it didn't do anything. Alright. Well, I guess we're going to the next room. Kagame, I'm glad to hear you like the game too. I have no idea if there was something in there we were supposed to do or not. I couldn't find it. What is this? A bloody rag or something. Ugh.
Cover your nose. Try not to look at them. The sooner we're done, the sooner we can get out of this place.
Definitely didn't need to feel that.
This is like a dead end over here. A bloody locker? Nothing in the bloody locker. Alright, I'm going to, actually, I'm going to put up my feet here. For the first time today. Move the table here. Oh! There we go. Relax my feet in my new chair. Recline a bit. There we go. Okay. Did I eat chopped cheese when I lived on the East Coast? Yes, constantly what I would do, I would go to the deli, I would buy a giant block of cheese, take it home with a big cleaver knife, chop it into, and just eat the big chunks. Absolutely. That's what we all did back on the East Coast. You didn't know. That was a common occurrence back then. So everyone did. It was like the common snack. What's this? Someday. My dearest, I wish this was it. The moment I plug up the courage and actually send this one, it seems so easy. I just throw it in the mailbox. Then why can't I? Someday, I promise. I love you with all my heart, F. So wait a minute. This guy didn't actually mail any of these postcards. He wrote them all at the hotel, but never sent them. And that's actually why we found. That's actually why we found all these here at the hotel, because this guy never had the guts to send a single one. Well, that was kind of a waste of time, no? Why would you write a bunch of postcards and not send them? I guess we're going this way. First of all, apparently there is a food thing called chopped cheese. I don't know what it is. I was joking. Apparently people are saying it's real. And I've never heard of it, so I don't know what that is. If you want to tell me what it is, I'm all ears. Das Bullshit asks, do I like the game? He's going to catch up with the videos on demand. What I would say is this, alright? The vibe is good. The graphics are good. The story is intriguing. There's little to no gameplay, combat, or anything like that. It's more just exploring and solving minor puzzles. I'm okay with that. I think it has a creepy vibe, and I'm entertained by it. But a lot of people will not. There's like, oh, it's a walking simulator, you know. And there's nothing you can do about that. Some people are gonna like it. Some people, it's not their cup of tea. For me, I'm enjoying this. So I like. It's different. I haven't played a game like this in a long time, so I'm liking the vibe of it for sure. It's like a chopped burger on a roll. Oh, I never heard of it. It's basically cheeseburgers chopped up and put on a sandwich. Oh, I never heard of that at all. Never seen it or heard of it. Interesting. Okay. Polish Sausage has just tipped me $12 and says some support from Krakow, the Niva Hotel. So this actually is a direct tip from the ghosts of the Niva Hotel. That's interesting. Thank you, Polish Sausage. I appreciate that very much, especially because, like I said, tips have been very slow today, and I do need help with tips more than anything, so thank you so much, Polish Sausage. Now we're up to $23 in tips. I appreciate that. All right. Egg Boy had done a super chat, but apparently said something very insulting, and it was already removed by a moderator, so I'm not even going to bother with it. Okay, then. Here we go. Francis, what am I supposed to do with you? Now, wait a minute. Francis, perhaps this is the guy who was writing all the postcards, right? Well, it could be, because they are all signed F. Francis, what am I supposed to do with you? Once Niva shut down, you begged me to keep you on. Said you needed time to sort things out. Said you could be useful. Now I know you're just using me as an excuse. Like those letters you keep writing. I know you never sent a single goddamn one. This is him. Family's doing good, Mr. Renkowitz. I'll probably go home this next spring, somewhere at the latest. Who are you kidding, Frank? Hell, as long as you're here, I can at least keep an eye on you. Make sure you don't get hammered and pass out in a snowdrift. Guess it's the least I can do, good old Frank. Too scared to live, too stubborn to die. Sometimes I feel guilty using you like this, but then I remember I need all the help I can get. So it sounds to me like Thomas was in charge, and I guess the resort closed? But he still kept him on? What was he doing for work there if the resort's closed, though? Maybe he was working as like a groundskeeper, just keeping the place clean or something? I don't know. Obviously, he didn't do a very good job considering there's blood everywhere, and the whole place is now defunct, right? Kane Z7 did a super chat, says, this game is poopy. Why not play Atelier Totori? Number one, because I don't care about Atelier Totori, and number two, because I've wanted to play this game ever since it was on Game Pass in January. I was sad I couldn't, and now I can, so I'm going to play it. That's why. People have been asking me to play it all year too, and obviously they're interested in it. We actually have a decent viewer count here today, so I'm going to continue on with the game. Please don't ask me to play other stuff. Okay. There's obviously some interesting stuff going on here. I don't know exactly what, but Samurai Zay now did a super chat, so I hope this helps because I have endless bills too. Yeah, I'll have bills till the day I die, and there's nothing you can do about that. Part of adult life. What I just hope is that with the growth of this channel over the course of this year, that this is something that will help me and I don't have to be in a bad situation moving forward later this year. But we'll see what happens. Alright. What's this? Nothing. Doors that are closed. To the right, we got a door. It probably opens, but let's check out the rest of the hallway first. To the left, no, that's wrecked. You can't go up there. That's like the balcony where we were. Here's a door, right? Okay, there's a lot of ways to go here. What's with the strobing light?
Are those bolt cutters?
Oh!
Might be useful. If only I could reach
If
them.
I can get those, I can open up at least 2 different bolted doors that we found so far. Well, it looks like there's no way to reach them yet, perhaps. Yeah, see, look, you open a shortcut here, too. So perhaps we can use something to get them. We have to find some items over here, possibly. Okay. Alright, Snowcrawl. Thanks for chilling with me. I'll see you later, man. Whoa, there she is. She's telling me to go in there. See that? Well, hold on. Before we do that, can I go over here, or is this locked?
Locked.
Locked. Okay. We gotta go see Sadness. Shankstar is in a super chat. Says, Phil, if you play this on the night stream instead, I need something to help me fall asleep at night. That's not very nice. Just being honest, it's not. Because the game is interesting to me. And to others, or else, the stream wouldn't have attendees. So it's not very nice of you to insult the game and myself. I don't appreciate that. But I do appreciate the super chat. Thank you for that. Okay.
Whoa. Sadness? How did you...
Is she trapped or
shit.
something? Follow the spirit trail.
Well, that's my 7 years bad luck.
Oh, look at this. Oh? Okay, this door opens. Go down. Why did she laugh? Whoa, what's that? A top? Yeah, look, a top, a toy top.
Hey, wait up.
Come on, Slowpoke. I've got an idea. We're gonna show that weirdo.
What are you gonna do?
Bernard.
There were some kids here.
Anything else I can do? No. Okay. Do I go down, perhaps? I think so. Alright.
Hello?
Simple Bubble, I don't know.
Anyone?
He says, was the game heavily criticized when it was released? I honestly don't know too much about the game, so I don't think I can answer that. That's the bolt cutter, so I'm trying to figure out. Oh, here we go. Oh, what's that? We didn't see that before. A toy dog? Yeah.
Ready or not, here I come.
That voice.
The voice is sadness? Oh, okay. When she was alive, maybe. Right? King Carl says, hey, in order to consider yourself part of the royal Carl family, your name must end in the name of Carl. Oh my god. What is going on? Remember when we had a bunch of people who were all variations of the same name a couple years ago? What was that? Who was that? Because remember there's like 10 people who all were using the same name?
Come on,
And I was like, you do realize that like I'm not going to know who you are if you all have the same name, right? So what else? Is there anything else here? Oh no, I don't seem to be finding anything else. Maybe you don't. Maybe I'm going back too far. That's who it was. It was the Baby Man Gamings. All the baby men. There's like 100 baby men. Like, who the fuck are you? There's like everyone has the same name. I don't know who's who. You can't do that. It's gonna be too confusing. Now we have 100 Carls. Yeah, well, that was not the right way. There's nothing there. We gotta continue. Keep looking around for more of this. Oh, insightful. Use Insight for at least 15 minutes. I'm holding the button right now. I wonder what the baby men are up to today. They're busy being grown babies. What do you think? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not finding anything else, so... Can we go back the way we came? It's saying... Oh, wait. Did I find that over there yet? Wait a minute. No, I didn't. It's a toy bear.
What? No. It's fine. I'm sure they're here somewhere. No. Bernard wouldn't do that. He's nice. She's talking to herself again. What?
The recluse says I'm busy wiping the baby man giving butts.
Don't talk about her like that.
Shut up, Bernard.
So there's a Hannah, there's a Bernard, and then whoever this sadness girl is, but like maybe she's Hannah. Anyway, you know what's weird about this? Now that I'm thinking a little bit more about it, what if this whole thing is fake? What if she's just nuts, right? What if Marianne is just crazy and she's just completely imagining this whole thing, right? Very well, it could be. It could be that she went here, she's in this hotel, she's just nuts. None of this is real, she's just examining this defunct hotel and seeing shit around that's not really there. Aha. A toy tank.
Shh, here she comes. Guys, come on. It's dark in here. This isn't funny.
I really don't think we should.
Shut the heck up, Bernard.
Guys!
So there's a lily as well.
Kids can be such assholes sometimes.
But just think about how messed up that would be. Like, none of this is really happening. She's not really a medium. She's just, like, crazy. So she goes to these defunct places, picking up objects. She's, like, imagining voices and shit in her head. Damn. That would be a dark twist if that was, like, the end of the game. It was revealed that this is all bullshit. That she's nuts.
What is it? You want to show me something? What the hell?
It looked back at me. And a bunch of drawings on the inside of the locker. See that?
Snowdrop, huh? Why does that sound familiar?
A white cat figurine named Snowdrop. Okay, I wonder what we're supposed to do with that. I don't know. Then we got this.
Oh.
A torn illustration of a girl looking in a mirror with a cat with her. Oh, maybe she had a real cat named Snowdrop and it passed away and then she got the toy to commemorate the cat. That might be what it is. Okay. All right. Nothing else here. As you go back up. I don't know what we're gonna do with this cat.
As I got closer
figurine.
to the mirror, I felt a slight tug in my pocket.
Really?
I could tell there was more to that figurine than just carved wood.
Interesting. The figurine do something with the mirror?
Feel it, calling out to me.
Wow. Are we gonna get sucked into the spirit world now? Yep. That's exactly right. Blog comments, did a $2 super chat asking if I ever see the Joe Rogan podcast and what do I think about it. I have never seen it once, nor do I care. No, sir. We also have Clown Carl, who just became a channel member. Clown Carl.
I touched the mirror and crossed over to the other side.
Yes, you did. Thank you, Clown Carl, for the membership. We are now... Oh! Through the looking glass. Use the mirror to cross over. We are now officially at 240 members, which is the most we have ever had on this channel at once. Thank you guys for the support. Ever climbing, you know, every day or two we go a little more. And that's why I really do feel that by the end of this month, we could actually be able to hit the 275 goal that I've set. I really feel like we can do it. We've got growth. We've got steady growth. Every couple of days there's a few more. There's a few more. So I actually feel like we can do it. By the way, I've totally forgot about the poll that's running, but the poll has now hit 51% Halo Master Chief Collection multiplayer, 49% PUBG Battle Royale with 278 people voting. I think that's the best we're going to do. So it looks like tonight we'll be playing Halo multiplayer on the late stream. Hope you guys will join me for that 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. I'll be playing Halo 3, 4, and Reach. I'm not going to play Halo 1 and 2. They're too old. But I'll play Halo 3, 4, and Reach. And hopefully I'll get better at it and remember the controls and everything. Because
What's happening?
I suck at it right now.
No, please, Mommy!
Oh, Mommy. What's going on? Mommy.
Oh, God. What happened to you?
Whoa.
Wait. I know you. You were that boy. Bernard, was it?
This is Bernard? Jeez.
He was trapped there. Just like I was.
Another razor blade I
knew
just got.
his name, but somehow that wasn't enough to send him away. It was like a part of him was missing.
Ugh. Shout out to Mr. Roz Dude, who did a £5 super chat and says, hope this helps. Any chance to look at Guilty Gear Strive? It was on your list of games. Any thoughts on it? Enjoying the stream. First of all, a couple months ago, I asked my audience, I said, would you prefer if I tried out Guilty Gear Strive or Virtua Fighter 5, which at the time was released for free under PS Plus? Everyone said, play VF5. Okay? So I did. And admittedly, I liked it. The problem was, at that time, there was other stuff going on, and I didn't really have a lot of time to commit to a fighting game. And I told everyone, depending on what you guys choose, that's the one I'm playing. Like, I can't play 2 fighting games at once. It's just not going to happen. I need something to put there. Okay, I don't have anything to put there right now. Follow the spirit trail. So, essentially, I tried Virtua Fighter 5. I liked it. Played it for the month, only like 3-4 sessions. Didn't have much time, and I said, I guess that's it. You know, I don't have time. There's too much else going on. Then people started giving me shit saying, why didn't you try Strive? And I'm like, guys, I told you I could only play one at a time. You know, like, I outright said, I can't play more than one fighting game. I know how much time and commitment fighting games take. And I told you that I could only play one. That's why I asked what you guys wanted. And you said you wanted Virtua Fighter, so that's what I play. Now, you know, Strive has gone on to be a competitive game. Some people like it, some people don't. You know, it's a mixed bag feelings about it, apparently. Some people really like it, and others are like, it's too
That's
different.
where those bolt cutters are. So close, and yet so in a different reality.
They're in a different reality, the bolt cutters. Look, they're down there. That's weird. So I can't reach them right now. But anyway, you know, a lot of people seem to like Strive. Some people don't. They say that the game's too dumbed down and not as complicated as previous Strives, and because of that, it's too easy to play. I don't know. It's kind of like how I felt probably about Street Fighter 4. When Street Fighter 4, I felt that they really dumbed down the controls, and it took away a lot of the challenge of the game, I felt. But anyway, yeah, I just don't have time to commit to another fighting game. And quite frankly, I've never really played Guilty Gear. For me to actually have to like start from scratch to try to figure out how to play Guilty Gear isn't really going to work. So I just wasn't really interested.
They weren't just killed. Their spirits were ripped apart.
Whoa.
Broken beyond repair.
So if we see masks, it represents someone from the afterlife, but when you see a broken mask, it means that their spirits were broken irrevocably. Ooh. Carl and Carmen San Diego has tipped me $5, and my wife and I enjoyed yesterday's flights in Flight Simulator. Thank you. Take care, Carl San Diego. Thank you very much for that tip and the compliment, Carl San Diego. I enjoyed it yesterday as well. I thought it went pretty well overall. I thought it was a really good Flight Simulator stream. And just a reminder, we're doing Flight Simulator once a week, probably Sunday nights at this point, but only once a week moving forward. I got too much else I want to do, especially on Game Pass. So yeah, it's only once a week now. Monk has done another super chat. Thank you so much, Monk. I appreciate that. All right.
Maybe
Good
I
stuff.
can find the one Bernhard's missing. I need to look around.
Some energy here.
That cat figurine was the key. I can't pass through without it.
Oh, we don't have it right now, huh? Shit. So I take this energy, perhaps, charge the thing? I'm not sure what to do. I don't think we can do anything here with the energy, right? Nope. Nope. What's back here? I will say the graphics of this game were very impressive. I like the graphics a lot, and they're very creepy.
Hang in there, Bernard. I'll get you out of there, I promise.
How? No, not the razor blade. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. There's nothing here. I can't go back either, right? There's no way to go back where we came? No. So what the hell am I supposed to do? I have energy, but I don't have the cat figurine, so... That's true. Great Fox says most fighting games these days are dumbed down because developers just want to sell as many copies as possible. They don't really care about, sadly, about the quality of the games anymore. And, you know, that was my major problem. I really feel we started that slippery slope with Street Fighter 4. I think Street Fighter 4, you know, Street Fighter had always been a series. Here we go. Had always been a series that had kind of a difficulty spike because you need to learn certain executions and the like. And when Street Fighter 4 came out, oh, Shoryuken is now a double tap into a corner and punch. It's like, it really dumbed it down. And what happened is Street Fighter 4 ended up being one of the best-selling fighters of all time. And because of that, every single franchise had to follow suit. Oh, we could sell way more copies if we just dumbed this down. So with no real challenge at entry level to do anything. Yes, it allows people to basically jump into the game more quickly and play it, maybe at a level that's
wasn't it,
at least baseline fun.
It's about time you got it back.
But at the same time, it basically makes it that the complexity of the game is kind of lost. And, you know, let's be honest here, the reason a lot of these games are popular is because people feel there's a high-end complexity to it that takes a lot of practice and time. You know, it's kind of, you got to find that happy balance between appealing to the masses, but also having a game that's very challenging and fun at high levels. Because it's supposed to be a tournament level game that you're playing to compete against other people. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Like, I see both sides of the fence. And I can understand why some people are upset and some people like the changes to Guilty Gear Strive. Ultimately, I haven't played it, so I can't really comment on it. Blog comments. The super chat says, you ever thought about kids to pass your legacy to? No, my wife and I don't want kids at this point. We've talked about it at length. And for various personal reasons, we don't want to have kids. It's that simple. I don't have to talk about it at length because it's none of anyone's business. But it's our own personal decision. We're happy enough to have a family, you know, with pets and stuff like that. And live our lives happily, so. Okay. Here we go. Mask of a boy.
Sorry you had to go through all this. It's time for you to find peace. Bernard.
Thank you.
Oh. Apparently he did find peace. And there's the cat statuette.
Huh. It kind of looks like the one I used to get through the mirror. Feels like it, too.
Only it's, like, falling apart. See, it's like, it looks like it's decaying, right? Kind of like the ghosts here. Interesting. Okay. So what actually happened to Bernard? Like, he was a real kid in this hotel? And what happened to him? Like, how did he... Oh, shit!
Stay with me. Stay.
Whew. That was close. And I got a charge, too. So I wonder if I'll be able to use that charge later. We're in a whole new area. Look at this. I don't even know where we are right now. We teleported to a new part of the hotel. That's the door out. Is there anything else in this room? Doesn't look like it. Stupid asshole. The maw. Alright. We got about roughly a half an hour till a break, everyone, just so you know. Our break of the stream coming up. Thank you to everyone who supported the stream. A lot of super chats came in today. Tips are incredibly light. So if you are going to support the stream, I would appreciate a tip. I am trying to hit every single right now. We are far cry from it. What the fuck?
No. No!
He's following you. In the real world? Now that's very creepy.
We're safe.
Hold your breath.
Come.
Fuck. Whoa, he opened the door for you. He went outside.
How?
He crossed over to the real
I couldn't
world. That's
believe it.
crazy.
That thing could travel between worlds.
Yeah, that is wild.
There was no escaping it.
Shit. The good news is I think he's gone for now. That's why I auto-saved. So where are we now? What is this?
There's those bolt cutters again.
Ugh.
Gotta be a way to reach them.
How the fuck are they still just slightly out of reach? Come on. They're really teasing you here. The examination room. Oh, that sounds good. Is a dead end here? Yeah. Okay.
Great. Another mirror.
Well, we gotta go back to the demon world again. Oh, there's a phone. Let's phone home. There we go.
New details have emerged. The situation may be more complicated than we expected. No time to explain. You'll get the full report once I get back. Just leave it to me, comrade.
Comrade? Why do they all call themselves Comrade?
Comrade?
That's so weird. Comrade. What is this, like Cold War shit? Because remember, this takes place in the 80s, right? Maybe they are communists. Huh. Shout out to Chris, who tipped me $22. That is the biggest tip of the day. Thank you very much, Chris. That allows us to hit our Tier 1 tips goal. And, that means it's Gutter Glasses time. By the way, this chair is excellent. So my left foot was starting to feel like crappy. Like, it felt like my circulation wasn't very good on my left foot. So I just put my feet up on my new chair, and now my feet feel great. I love this chair, man. This is like a huge improvement to the streams. Oh, what? I didn't know that. Is this true? Graham Sci Freedom says Poland was a communist country until 1989. Is that true? I did not know that at all. And, if that's the case, that makes a lot of sense. Because, again, we're supposed to be like the early to mid-80s, I believe, when this is taking place. So that would make sense. Oh, cool. All right, well, that explains stuff. Waifu Lord Lycifer Soul to me $1.49 says, I am your biggest fan. Thank you very much to the Waifu Lord. We are currently at $51 in total tips now. Thank you for that. We're also at the highest ever level of members, 240. So, awesome. We got a door here. Let me guess, locked. You need a key to open it, and we don't have a key. There's the mirror. Is there anything else in this room before we leave? Probably not. Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah, good question. Who fucking knows? A woman?
Oh, no, there's more of them. What has it done to you?
Whoa.
Poor Lord. Just like Bernard.
They're both missing pieces. See that?
No names, no faces, no way to help them.
I assume we have to find their faces, their masks somewhere, and bring them to them. Yep, there they go. Okay. 2 ways to go. I think we'll go left first. Climbing up, okay. Do we unlock a new emote at 250 members? I think we do, Barrel Shroud, but I think after that, then it becomes every 50. I'm not sure, though. I won't know until we reach it. Jesus, screaming. That gotta be the mask right there. I just want to see if there's anything else over here. Anything optional? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, I think the way it works is when you hit 250, every 25 you get a new emote until you hit 250. And I think it's every 50 once you hit 250, but I'm not positive about that. I won't know until I hit it.
This is where he died.
Damn. Who? What's his name? Mask of a Man. Block comments to the super chats. A gaming podcast or reacting to games could be good. Well, I mean, I understand what you're saying. I used to do a podcast. The thing is, there's really no point to doing a podcast when you essentially interact with your audience every day, which is kind of what you would do with a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the other side of this place.
Oh, look at those arms. That's creepy coming out of the ceiling. No, that's what I mean. Like, I liked doing Hate Live when I did it. That's what I called my podcast. But now I talk with you guys every day. I answer your questions. We have conversations about current events and things. So there's really nothing I would really do outside of that on like a podcast, I don't think. You know? Looks like this is where we're going. Old decrepit room.
Some sort of a conference
That's
room.
exactly what it looks like, a conference room. Okay. Another phone call.
I gotta go. The voting's about to start. You know what they say, if you're early, you're on time. No, I mean right now. I can hear them gathering across the hallway. Yeah, I'll let you know how it went.
That voice. That's the guy.
That's the guy. We don't know his name though. Chocobogo tipped me $5. I want to thank you once again for Saturday's stream. My uncle got me and my cousin some Sonic footlongs because of your Feasting with the King episode. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Chocoboco. I hope you liked them. I loved that footlong. Seriously, I thought it was really delicious. It was a little messy, but it was quite good. Despite the fact that there are now 100 memes on the internet about me, you know, eating footlongs, but it was worth it. Wife of Lord Lycifer has now tipped me $20. Thank you so much, Wife of Lord Lycifer. It says the following. If I worked at your nearest Starbucks, I'd give you free coffee all the time because you're a VIP. All right. Well, thank you very much to the Wife of Lord Lycifer for a $20 tip. We're now at $76, which means $24 away from hitting the vest goal. Today's vests, which are eligible. The beige, the red, the blue, and the gold are eligible today because I wore the platinum last night. Okay? So that's the guy, but we don't know his name. Is there anything else in this conference room before we get out of here? It doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. All right. Door doesn't open. What was that? Was there something there? No. Okay. Another freaking door that's locked. All these gates. It definitely reminds me of Silent Hill, except it's like modernized graphics, which I don't think I've really played Silent Hill that's like more modernized graphics, so it's actually quite good in that regard.
Attendance list. I'll bet the
So,
name
here
I'm
we
looking
go.
for is here on this page. But which one is it?
Well, absent present, Anthony Lutek or Waldemar Barika, Jan Bucharski, Nicholas Ozarek, Helena Smock, Danuta, Zidlo, Christina Warga, Arthur Widelock, and Boris Zalazo. Don't know. Barely Legal did a $5 super chat and says, back in the mid-2000s, did you ever get into the sub-genres of metal? No, I did not. I never got that deep into it. Although I do know that there are many different sub-genres. I don't know them. Nor am I familiar with them. So, thank you for the super chat, Barely Legal. I also received a $5 50-cent tip from Plum Goral, who says, I love watching you play horror streams. It would be too spooky for me to play by myself. I'm enjoying the stream today. Thank you, Plum Goral. A lot of people tell me that's all the time. That when I play horror games, because I usually don't get scared by them, and I usually enjoy playing them, that they really like watching me play them themselves because it lets them experience a genre of games that normally they would have to completely avoid. And the truth of the matter is, I basically didn't used to play horror games at all, outside of like Resident Evil 1 and 2. I never really played any horror games. I skipped the entire generation of like PS2 horror games until I started doing stuff for YouTube. Like, when I played Dead Space 1, that game genuinely scared me, and it came through in the videos that I made, I feel. So this is 7. But I'm not seeing anything here. Like, how am I going to tell who's who, right? 5. 9. What's this? An ashtray. Haha. Maybe this will be clue.
I can't believe they sat me across from Boris. I don't care whose nephew he is. He's just a sexist pig for all I care. And late, as always.
So the man we're trying to find sat across from Boris. Yeah, that's going to be our clue. So, we're going to look at that list again. Boris sat at 9, okay? So, who was across from Boris? I believe 9 was at the end here. Yes, so Boris, that's Boris. This would be the guy. 4.
Boris. That's the guy he was talking about. Seat number 9.
Across from him, Nicholas. So the man who we're hearing talk is Nicholas, and Boris is the man sitting across from him. I think that's it. So Boris is the guy sitting, Nicholas the guy sitting across. I don't know which of the mask will be. Ross Hardy said I was podcasting before it ever became oversaturated, kind of the same for playthroughs. Well, I don't think I was necessarily podcasting per se. I would do vlogs. I would call them vlogs, and I would talk about topics and things in the vlogs, like channel updates, you know, answering people's questions in these vlogs, etc. So, was I necessarily podcasting? Not necessarily, but it was kind of the same. You know, it's what everyone else did as a mainstream thing and named it something else. Yeah, essentially, that's what happened there with me. Is that I was already doing something and other people changed it up and called it something else, right? Okay. There we go. I agree, Guts the Black Swordsman is a great stream so far. I'm having fun with the game. I like it. The graphics are great. If we have every game looking like this from now on, it's going to be crazy, man. Everything looking photorealistic and shit. Aha. Whoa. Dark. So it looks like the girl, Sadness, surrounded by, like, dark powers, trying to, like, grab her or kill her. What the fuck is that? That's where we got the energy. Ah, it's probably this.
Time for you to get some rest. You've earned it.
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Alright, so that one half of the mystery is done.
Thank you, madam.
One down.
Okay. 1 down, 1 to go.
Cool.
Better get to it.
What's funny is people are like, oh, the video game, this is boring. It's like, if you think this game is boring, you probably hate every survival horror game that's not action-oriented. I mean that, too. Like, not every game with a mystery air or a creepy atmosphere or suspense or horror has to have tons of action. Not every game is going to be the new Resident Evil. You know what I'm saying? And I'm totally okay with that. I like this because it's different. Because there's atmosphere to it. An ongoing, interesting mystery narrative. Cool graphics. Spooky atmosphere. Creepy dudes chasing you. I like this. I don't have to have, oh, gory combat where I'm shooting things in the face constantly. But that's how some people are. They're just like, oh, that's what I think survival horror is, and if it doesn't have it, it's boring. Then watch something else later. When I play something action-based later today, you guys voted for Master Chief Collection. Come back tonight for the late stream. I'll be playing Master Chief Collection. Big explosions. Shooty, shooty, bang, bang. Big punch, face, kill. Tonight, late stream. Big death. Okay? But if you know, see what I'm saying? If you don't like this, I understand, but please don't sit here and crap on it. I really like this. Blog Comments did another $2 super chat and says, what's your favorite song? I don't necessarily have a favorite song. I don't. Okay. Oh, and then fucking moron. Get the fuck out. Okay. I should have just said that the first time. I mean, I do my best to try to entertain a variety of people. I can't entertain everyone all the time. Eventually, I'm going to play a genre that's not your cup of tea, but I can't, you know what I mean? I can't make you not come to the stream either. Chocobogo took me $1.49 and says, I would like to include the fact that horror games are terrible with my uncle. For example, in Dino Crisis, when the T-Rex popped its head out, my uncle would grab my shoulders and scream to scare me. What a prick. Ah, that's funny. So he knew it was going to happen, and he would do it to fucking scare you while it happened in the game. That's a dick move. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Polish Sausage just tipped me $20. Says, when communists fell in Poland, we all shouted together, Akuma, baby! Alrighty then. Well, guess what, folks? With that tip, it is official. It's vest time. So I'm going to run a vest poll to determine what vest I will wear today. Beige, red, blue, gold are the options. Because I wore, like I said, I wore the denim, the camo, and the platinum were the last 3 vests that I wore. So this is bad nursey. Now remember, they had said the nurse killed everyone. That's what they had just said. So yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Hey, what's this?
Here. At least, not in this
Not
world.
in this world. In the other world, there must be something there to find. Okay. Oh, we're back in this room again? We are. Are they insinuating? Yeah, they're insinuating there's something here that I missed before. A key. Examination room key. Alright. The phone again is doing something. Can we get a different...
New details have emerged.
Oh!
The situation may be more complicated than we expected. No time to explain. You'll get the full report.
Alright, we already heard that
meticulous of
before.
you,
It didn't change.
comrade.
Okay. Here we go. Open the door. Get on the floor. Everybody do the dinosaur. What do we got over here? I can't see. It's too dark. Is there anything over here? Yes. Ooh, one of the postcards. Scenic view. Honey, I miss you a lot. I really hope you can join me soon. You love it here. The weather's great. The sun's shining. The lake is beautiful. And people are nice. Nice and dead. All of them. Love F. Frank, right? What the hell? They're all dead. Nice and dead. All of them. That's the first postcard we read that has any kind of creepiness to it. What the hell? Jake says, the game does seem interesting at least, but what do you find unique about it? It seems to just borrow from a lot of different horror conventions. I agree with you. Like I said, it feels like Silent Hill combined with, say, almost like combined with, say, like, Until Dawn, where you're looking in the environment for things to interact with, you investigate them, you get stuff out of it by investigating it. What's unique, I would argue, is that the two worlds aspect, this is the only game you've ever seen 2 worlds simultaneously rendered at the same time, and you could do things in both. You see what I'm saying? Is that a huge component? Not really. Like you see right now, we're not even in 2 worlds, right? So it's not a constant component of the game, but when it's utilized, it's quite nice. And I will argue that the graphics are outstanding. The lighting is really, really good and adds a very creepy atmosphere to the game. And I you know, like I said, I'm enjoying myself. Is it insanely unique? No. Is it enjoyable? So far for me, yes. So, and that, to me, that's what matters. I don't need to have the most unique game ever as long as it's enjoyable. As long as it doesn't feel like exactly like another game I've played, and this doesn't. So. Ross Hardy says, I bet no one would have thought the guy who said, Akuma, baby, would be a meme 12 years later. Yeah, and we're still doing it to this day, right? Did I play Onimusha? No. I never heard of Onimusha. It looks like I cannot go this way, so I likely have to go to the other world. Akuma, baby! Can I go back this way now? Well, no. The door is blocked in this world. What I find interesting is they have not explained what this world is at all. They made no effort to make you know what this is yet. I wonder if there'll be like a revelation at the end of what the world really is. Is it really the afterlife? Is it hell? You know what I mean? Like, what is this supposed to represent? I don't know. Or, like I said, is she just crazy and none of this is really happening? Fergo says it does have an interesting aura of mystery and he's intrigued. Alright. What is this? Oh, that's just how you shimmy. Duh. We're going this way. Am I going back again? I might. Is anything further in, though? Yeah, dead end, so I am going back. There sure are a lot of broken mirrors around here. Nope, dead end. Okay, I just wanted to double check. I want to make sure that I'm not missing any items or anything. Because remember, there are a lot of hidden items in the game that you have to kind of explore to find. Uh-oh. I was just going to say, I bet this guy's going to be here. Like a glove. Well, I managed to sneak by him. That's good. Didn't you figure out his pattern? He walked to the left. Now he's walking to the right. See that? I guess I'm gonna have to. He's walking in a circle. So I'm probably gonna have to walk behind him. When he walks out, I walk around him. Yeah, okay, ready?
See what's left. She's mine. You won't.
Yep.
Don't worry. We'll be together soon. In me.
Creepy. I wonder if he's following me.
All ends in me.
Is this mall guy? Alright.
I'm getting close. That woman was here.
Ah, cool. Block comments. Just did a $2 super chat. Says WWE just cut 12 more people. Is wrestling not good? Are you saying they did it right now? Because they did it a couple days ago. I know that for a fact. I was, just reading up on Twitter, and people were actually posting up about, the events of, I think it was SmackDown, and all of a sudden, right in the middle of SmackDown, they released like 12 people. So are you saying that they actually released more people right now? I don't see that right now. I'll have to check it later. I don't see anything about that right now. I was going to check a comment, but I don't see anything about it in my timeline, so. Anyway. It looks like I actually received a $26 tip from 1 Minute Man. So let's add that to the leaderboard. That makes us up to, I believe it's $128 in tips now. Yes. We are very close now to hitting the tips goal for the stream, guys, which is excellent. Thank you guys for the support today. I appreciate that very much. Let's take a look here.
She was a ballerina?
A ballerina, huh?
This room has Guy written all over it. In big sloppy letters.
What? Big sloppy letters? The fuck does that mean?
Nice card.
Eugene.
Was Vivienne one of your stars?
Eugene Denisek, the impresario of stars. Oh.
Okay,
last one. I can barely feel my wrist. I don't care. I just want to go to bed. I need to be alone.
That it? I guess that's it.
Vivienne? Just Vivienne? No. Probably just a stage name. The artist formerly known as Vivienne.
The Bolshoi Theater. Oh, there's stuff on the other side. Apparently there's another side of this wall with items on it. Look at that.
That name, it's everywhere. But that wasn't the real you.
Yeah, see? We gotta get to the other side.
Yeah. This wasn't her room. I'm guessing her manager's?
It looks like we're gonna go through this mirror, and that'll take us to the other room, likely. Okay.